KY3 News on the Ozarks CW starts now.
Well, welcome to Ozarks Today on this lovely Friday morning. Now, you may need a light jacket as you look out. We've got a look at Ozark, and we are going to be talking to Brandon about the weather that you can expect, and it's going to be a bit windy. Good morning, Brandon. Well, breaking news this morning, Capital One users are reporting problems getting money from their accounts. Now, during this reported outage, customers are opening their apps and were greeted with a message from Capital One reporting technical issues and an inability to make payments or deposits. The issue involves a third-party vendor and impacts Capital One customers, small businesses, and commercial banks. A firefighter is dead after responding to a call in Oregon County. The Missouri State Highway Patrol says a member of the Thomasville 11-Point Fire Department died when his truck rolled. Now, the crash happened at 5:30 last night and the corner of Highway 160 and County Road 316, about 20 miles east of West Plains. We're told the 72-year-old man had been responding to a structure fire when the truck ran off the road and overturned. The Missouri Highway Patrol crash reconstruction team was investigating the scene overnight. First responders never know what the next emergency will be, and the traumatic scenes can take a toll on their mental health. According to the 2024 report, 1 in 7 police officers will suffer from PTSD, while 1 in 10 suffer from other mental illnesses. Firefighters deal with similar issues, and authorities in Northwest Arkansas are helping to support these critical workers who do so much for others. Recently established programs mean that emergency responders can ask for help from their departments and get professional support.
The way it would manifest would be we would turn to drinking alcohol, or in some cases to drugs, or we would have our personal relationships crumble because we weren't dealing with the trauma we would see. For me, it's hard for me to talk to my wife about some of the things I've seen because I don't want to burden her with those images.
I think there's a commitment to work through it, in which I think the department is well ahead of a lot of other departments. Not to say that the other departments aren't doing this. It's just that I think this department is pioneering in a great area. You have officers who are learning, who are evolving, who are growing, and who are accepting the challenge to go out on the streets every day and to patrol the streets and to keep us safe.
Chief Hamrick says more state laws are pushing for better resources. Act 537 went into effect last year. It requires public safety employees to provide licensed counseling after traumatic events. He says newer recruits also have more mental health training, which he calls a change for the better. Murder charges have been dropped against a man for a deadly shooting in Springfield. The Greene County prosecutor says that he dismissed the second-degree murder charge against Thomas Haynes because the state found issues that require additional investigation. The prosecutor says that the charges can be refiled if appropriate. In February of 2021, police heard gunshots downtown and found Robert Muffett on the ground with several gunshot wounds. He died at a hospital. Witnesses told detectives Haynes and Muffett had an argument before shots rang out. Meanwhile, a man from New York is facing federal charges after being arrested by the Marshfield Police Department. David Hill is accused of using fake IDs to withdraw money from banks in several states, including a bank in Marshfield and one in Webb City. Investigators discovered that he got away with more than $500,000. Hill has been indicted for conspiracy, bank fraud, attempted bank fraud, and aggravated identity theft. A federal grand jury indicted a St. Louis area woman for arson in Puerto Rico. Prosecutors say Danielle Bertozzi from St. Peter's set fire to a commercial building while vacationing in early January. They say viral videos, which you're seeing now on your screen, prove it. Federal agents served a warrant last week at her home but made no arrests. All eyes are on the Kansas City Chiefs as the team starts its journey to another Super Bowl. Now, if they make it to the final stop, then will the city get another parade and rally? Only 3 games stand in the way of a three-peat for the team, but after last year's deadly rally shooting, questions remain about safety and what is possible for this year's celebration and what it might look like. However, fans were looking ahead and saying that they want the Chiefs to be celebrated if they bring home another Lombardi trophy.
We need a parade, we need a rally, we need to come together, show that we're not afraid of what happened in the past and that we're moving forward. That's what the Chiefs are all about, that's what Kansas City's all about. we're resilient.
You ought to have a big fence around it or something, and maybe scan for weapons or something, and make it a little safer for people. Seems like that'd be a good idea, because when it's open, people can just come and do as they please.
No location is official, but Mayor Quinton Lucas says downtown Kansas City is an important place to bring everyone together. As for ways to change it, there are ideas floating around, such as a longer parade or a ticketed event. All right, but before we get too carried away, the Chiefs open their postseason tomorrow. You can watch the Chiefs AFC divisional round game against the Houston Texans from the comfort of your warm couch on KSPR this Saturday. Kickoff is at 3:30. All right, it's a beautiful start to the day. We are looking at Ozark. You can see 65. Everything's moving very smoothly, so if you're going to be heading down 65 today, you can tell things are going really well. You're not going to have any problems on your commute. We'll have more news and weather with you when we come back.